The problem that we're having in society, and listen, I'm a feminist, believe it or not. You guys believe me? No?
I believe you.
Down deep, yeah, I love women and I respect women. I was raised in a house where I had many sisters and I was the youngest. And my mother to me was a queen. My idea of feminism is respecting women, 1000%. But my idea is not that men, and whatever a man can do, a woman can do. That's a stupid game. What's the point of that? Women have strengths, men have strengths. Sure, a woman can do probably everything that a man can do, but does she have to? No. She doesn't have to. If my toilet is clogged, because my 5-year-old, because they're so tiny but their poos are this big. You guys know they're little kids?
Yes.
And my toilet's clogged and there's like poo floating everywhere. And it's right to the top. Or the kid flushed it a few times so it came even over onto the floor. Who's going to go in there and unclog the toilet? I'm going to.
Dad. It's the dad.
Why isn't the mom doing it? It's the dad.
It's the dad.
Yeah. It's disgusting. And the man will huff and puff and he'll be angry, but he'll do it.
I'm more traditional than I realized.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, and that's not a bad thing. The modern feminism makes you think that, but what modern feminism has done? Modern feminism first said, okay, men and women are equal, no problem. Then they started arguing about the pay gap and all this stuff, right? Men and women should be paid equal amounts and so on, okay? Then it got to the point that when it comes to jobs or whatever a man can do, a woman can do. Now it's gotten to the point, because of this extreme feminism, that now they are the ones who have accepted and embraced men becoming women. So in reality, they used to talk about patriarchy and all that kind of stuff and say, oh, men control everything. But now they have men who say they're women and they're screwing over women's rights. Let me explain. Today, when it comes to transgender females, you said you have a daughter, right?
Yeah, I have 2 daughters.
Okay, I've got a couple of little girls, okay? If my daughter was to get into swimming, and she eventually got to a provincial level and then national level, and hopefully one day she was to compete against in the Olympics, she has no hope in hell. Because transgender females are allowed to compete in swimming. So my daughter can train for 50 years. She's not going to beat a man who's been training. It's just never going to happen. It's not because I'm saying men are better, it's our DNA. Men have bigger lung capacity. We can take in more oxygen.
Yeah, biologically we two are different.
Completely.
Right? So, yeah.
So when it comes to, there was a case in the UK when it came to the Olympics, Riley Gaines, they basically said this is going to be the next gold medalist, okay? But a person by the name of Leah Thomas, whose real name is William, but changed to Leah Thomas, identified herself as a transgender female that year, still had a penis, all of it, no changes. And every single competition that took place, whether it was the 400 meter, the 200 meter, the butterfly, the breaststroke, Leah Thomas beat everybody by a country mile, like broke world records. And in only one competition, I think it was a 200 meter, did Leah Thomas and Riley tie. And guess who the organization gave the gold medal to? Leah Thomas, because it's a better photo op. It makes us look more accepting. So Riley Thomas got pissed, and she's been on every talk show, she's been interviewed by newspapers, and she's like, I can never beat these records. I can train for 50 years, it's just never gonna happen. It's impossible. Because this guy
sounds so unfair.
It is unfair.
How is this going to continue like that?
It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
So she said that I can train every day till I'm dead. I will not be able to beat this individual who's a male before is now a female. It's just never going to happen. And who is embracing this movement the most? Modern day feminists. Another example, walk into any school today. Go to any university, go to any college, go to any shopping mall, go to any public bathroom. I can walk into the girls' bathroom anywhere in this country. You can't stop me. I can go to Square One right now, or the Eden Center, or the Timmy's across the street. And you could have walked in there with your 2 little daughters right before me. I can walk in. You cannot stop me. I can say I'm a woman. I don't need a certificate or an ID. Today I feel like a woman, I'm allowed to walk in here. There was a case in Winnipeg where two moms were in a food court in a mall, and their little girls, they were 6 and 7 years old. They walked into the girls' bathroom, and the mothers were sitting on the bench in the food court area. They're watching them, right? They walked in, and then they saw this man, like 6'4", 300 overweight, beard, hairy, walk into the girls' bathroom. They both got up and ran. And they ran to, excuse me, you're in the wrong bathroom, our daughters are in here. I identify as a woman.
Wow.
So they got physical with him and pushed it. We don't give a shit. Our little girls are in here, they're in the stall. They're like, mommy, what's wrong? And they're arguing, they're yelling. They pushed him out, they locked the door. The gentleman called the police. Both the mothers got charged with human rights violations. Now what if that individual's a pervert? And he goes to look underneath the stall. There was a case where in a mall, this is really scary, where an individual would go into the female bathroom with a wheelchair. And they caught this guy. You can look this up.
This actually happened
Yeah.
at the mall beside my house.
There you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Went in with a wheelchair, and what that person does is he drugs the girl,
Wow.
puts her in the wheelchair, covers her up completely, and then wheels her out.
He was giving them haircuts as well. So.
Yeah, shaving their heads.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh
my
my
god.
goodness.
Yeah. And that's because, again, like, let me ask you girls something, and I'm gonna ask Christian the same thing. If tomorrow, and this would never fucking happen, but if tomorrow I showed up here with a wig and a dress and makeup, and I said I identify as a female, you girls would be like, oh, that's great, that's amazing, so proud of you. That's how women are. I'll teach you how to do your makeup. I'll help you. I know this great person does waxing. We'll get all that shit taken care of. And here's some really nice heels. That's how women are, right? You'll embrace me. I feel so welcome. Oh, you're my sisters now. But if tomorrow, me and Christian are in the boys' locker room at the gym, and yeah.
I'd be like, Kim.
No, but here's the other example. No, I'll give you another example. Me and Christian are at the men's, we're at the gym, right? In the men's locker room. And a transgender male walked in with scars because they got their boobs chopped off, right? Short hair, fucked up stubble because they're taking hormone pills. And I can tell this is kind of weird. I'm not going to give that person a high five and say, I'm so proud of you, man. Why don't you come on over here? I'll tell you how to work balls and dick. And I'm not going to look at it and be creeped out. Am I right, Chris? I wouldn't even talk to the person. I'd be like, what the fuck is that? Like, he has scars here, boobs are gone, you know, face is all messed up. I'm not going to be embracing him the way that you women would embrace a transgender
Because we have
female.
more empathy and nurturing.
But what you're doing is that
Passionate.
passion, yeah. But do you understand how that's a double-edged sword?
Because they usually have mental issues too.
Yeah,
Sometimes.
but isn't that a double-edged sword? Because you are now, by embracing this movement, you're in fact messing up your own rights. So let's play this video. We're gonna look at this first video. Please listen to this. Oh, if you want to start from the beginning.
The gender reveal won't happen anytime soon.
We did not assign a sex at birth, which means when they were born, they had genitals and we know what they are. We just chose to acknowledge that those genitals don't indicate anything about gender.
Meet Sparrow, a smiling, curious, adorable 11-month-old baby.
Is this a baby?
Your next question might be, is Sparrow a boy or girl?
Can I see Elmo?
The answer? To be determined.
My own mother did not know Sparrow's genitals for the first 3 months, even though she was living with us at the time.
You're doing so good.
Sparrow's parents decided to raise their baby gender neutral, meaning Sparrow will decide gender when older. Even Sparrow's birth certificate says sex unknown.
So, I mean, I find that comical. I'm sorry. That to me is comedy. Like that should be like an ad for mental health. Mental health is real, and they play the ad. Okay? What are your ladies' thoughts on that? And again, of course, because you're compassionate and loving and whatever, but what are your thoughts on that? Are you, like, if you have a child, you're going to get married one day, if you have a child, are you going to let the child grow up and decide
My
their...
child's birth certificate definitely has to have his or her sex on it,
And
first of all.
what are the options when it comes to the sex? Is it just
Female
male?
or male.
Those
that's
are the only
it.
two? There's not any non-binary, all
The
that?
birth certificate.
Okay.
Only male or female.
So what do you consider this child abuse?
I mean, it's this child's
Gender reveal won't happen.
this child's mother's, choice to do that. But in my own opinion, I won't do that to my child.
But so do you support this, what I'm asking? If you had to vote at a table that said, we're voting today, are we gonna allow people to do this, yay or nay? Is your vote gonna be yes or no? Really simple.
No.
Okay.
No.
No? Why?
Because, like, it's just, like, fucked up how many genders they have nowadays. Like, God has created us either to be a female or a male. Like, it's not another option to
There
be
are some,
anything else.
what are they called? Hermaphrodites?
Yeah, hermaphrodites.
They have that, but I agree. Go
Yeah,
on.
that's something like
Yeah, that happens.
that's
every now and
something
then.
different.
Yeah.
Because when like you medically have a problem, that's
Yeah.
something different.
So this you're saying no.
Yeah, but if you're a perfectly born baby and you're a boy, then you're a boy.
Okay.
That's it.
Put
I would add a line before voting, and my line would be, as Carly said, you're born with a sex that could be male and female, but I think gender is something how you feel, and that is known after a certain age, like how you feel as, so, like how do you feel? Like do you get attracted to a girl? Do you attracted to a boy? That is known after puberty. I think puberty also is an early age.
So do you think based on who you're attracted to determines what sex you are?
No,
Why can't
gender.
you be
So
or
there is
gender?
a- so there-
Why can't you be bisexual and be attracted to a certain gender?
Yeah, it could be, but that's what I said. Like, so to me, sex and genders are two different things.
So you think what you're born with is your sex, but you can choose your gender.
Of course.
Okay.
That is what.
We're gonna be having a talk after this.
Okay, so I'm just gonna leave it like
No,
that.
that's good. Let's go ahead. I'm happy you said that.
But I would say this is how I would say, and I'm saying this based on, I would say, is based on how my learning is, and knowing that yes, sex is something that you are biologically, you're like born with, as she said and she said.
Yeah.
But gender is something
You
that
feel.
you gradually you get to know after a certain point of time, which could be any.
Okay. And you respect that.
Yeah.
Okay. So like that creepy man that walked in the girls' bathroom.
No, see, there are two different things.
No,
about
but why not though? Well, you can't have that, right? You cannot be on one hand. Like how? It's not as if that man had to be evaluated and he got a certificate from the government saying he's a female.
No.
I today can say I'm a female. I'm a female. That's what I feel. It's not like I have to feel this for years.
See, there are certain times when you cannot have, let's say, like, I don't know how to put it across on the table, and I'm searching up my mind right now.
You're trying to be politically correct. which
No,
is fine.
I don't want to be politically
So then-
correct. That's why I said before I vote, I have to say that.
So
sex
my
is
point
something
to you is
if
that-
it is not to be politically correct.
So that gentleman who walked into that bathroom, I told you the mall in Winnipeg.
Well, there should
he's a
be
female.
another bathroom that should be gender neutral.
No, but
I
he's
would
a
say,
female.
If I'm a politician.
No, but that's he's saying that's discrimination against her because she's a
No,
female.
but what I'm saying is
Why
that
can I not get all the women rights? Why do I have to be walking into the clown bathroom that's for clowns?
that is why there has to be a bathroom, another one that is gender neutral.
No, but I'm a female. I'm not a gender neutral. I'm a female. I have every right to walk into a female's bathroom, and I should have all the rights that a woman has. I should have maternal leave. I should have all that. I'm a woman. That's my feeling, and you have to respect that. See, you can't have it both ways. That's my whole point here. Moving on.
Yeah,
So,
I consider myself
what would
open-minded.
you
I
vote
am.
on this?
But my background, I have seen hundreds of births actually, because I'm a neonatal nurse. And actually, there are differences right from the start
Yeah.
that I've observed.
Yeah.
The premature baby girls always did better than the boys. They're stronger, and and their survival rate is higher. I've seen a lot of things, and just yeah.
But what would you vote on this when we just said?
I would say no. I don't. That's my personal feeling.
No, that's full. Listen,
From-
everyone is allowed to
yeah.
have their own opinion on this, but there's certain things that I feel should be universal. And that should be understanding that some people have mental health issues. And it should not just be marked down as feelings, okay? I mention this to people all the time, and I give the example on here as well, and I'll repeat it again. Today, unfortunately, Christian got into a car accident, okay, on the way here, right?
It's okay, right?
Now that person,
All good.
Yeah, he's all good.
that person that he ended up rear-ending got very, very upset, right? And was very angry. Because he may have thought Christian did it on purpose or whatever, who knows what, right? So my example to give you, if I while I was driving here, let's say somebody cut me off. And I got really angry. That piece of shit, you fucking asshole, you cut me off, you're gonna hit my car, blah, 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 blah. You did it on purpose, blah, blah. I might pull up beside you, give him the finger, go in front, start slamming my brake. That's how people react, right? Because I feel you did it on purpose. But no, that's your feeling. He could have dropped his phone. He could be on the way to a hospital to see his sick daughter. You have no idea what's going on with him. You perceive that what you're feeling is reality, but he did it on purpose, so now you're getting angry at him. But no, those are just feelings. And feelings are not reality. So if today I say that I'm a coconut tree, that doesn't make me a coconut tree. If I say I'm a non-binary, pansexual, bi, tri, double mocha with whipped cream, that doesn't make me that. Just because I feel that. And you were saying about a lot of genders, do you know that there are now seasonal genders?
Yeah. And it's
There's a
the
new thing now.
possibilities that we
Spring,
have
summer,
that
winter,
with
fall,
the-
they change their gender because based on the weather.
I never
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?